Hello YouTube, this is your girl Michelle again, and today's video is going to be about how I cut and style my weave. So if you want to see how I get from long and boring to short, full of bounds and dimension, then just keep on watching. So for today's do, I'm going to be using a 1-inch curling wand, a regular flat iron, a Boar bristle brush, a comb, a regular weave brush, some wrapping mousse, and a heat protectant spray. And some other tools would be some oil I put under my braids, argan oil, and some cutting scissors. So to start off, I will be just, combing out my hair, and I'm also going to be using that wrapping mousse to just lay the top of my hair down where my closure is. Make sure that's all nice and flat, and then, brush out my hair. And then I will be parting my hair from the top all the way straight down to the middle of my ears, and I make sure that both sides are even. And I'm going to be using 4 rubber bands to hold the hair on each of the sides, just to make sure I get a nice and even cut on both sides. And by doing this, it ensures that you cut your hair evenly and make it do what it do. And I'm also going to be making sure that the back is even, and I'm going to be pulling down the rubber bands to where I want to cut it, to make sure I cut it evenly like I just said. And then I'm just making sure that both sides are even, and that's how much I plan on cutting. So I'm going to take my scissors, and then I'm going to cut the ends that I don't want, and that's about 5-6 inches. So that's how the back look after I take out the rubber bands, just making sure it's even and it's as short as I want it. And as you can see, the way how I cut it with the rubber bands, it automatically made an angled cut in the back, which is really good. So for the front, I will be cutting from an angle just to shape my face and to make sure it's not just a blunt cut in the front, because that is what I do not want. And I'm going to be doing the same for the other side, but as you can see, on my right side, I kind of cut that choppy, so I will of course be going in and fixing that with the scissors. And I'm just making sure that it's cut evenly, and just to blend that harsh line of the hair that I cut in the front, making sure that the hair blends with the hair that I cut from the back. And I'm going to be doing the same thing on the other side and just fixing where I messed up. Just continue cutting from an angle just to make sure you're shaping your face and that it's just not a blunt cut. Well, of course, unless that's what you want. And here, as you can see, this is how much hair that I chopped off. Roughly about 5-6 inches, and yeah. So that's how my hair looked, just roughly cut. And then I'm gonna go in with my flat iron. Gotta take a sip. And I'm gonna be using Tresemme's heat protectant spray, just spraying that all over, then working that in with a brush, making sure that it's evenly distributed. And I'm gonna go in with my argan oil and do the same thing. And I'm gonna start flat ironing from the back, of course, because why would you start from the front? You're just gonna confuse yourself. And I'm gonna do the chase method, which is when you use a brush and you chase the flat iron after it. And when you do this, it ensures that you have a nice silky pressed hair. It just makes your job so much easier rather than having to flat iron it over and over and over. So yeah, I'm going to continue with the chasing method. And that's how the first row of the back look. And I'm going to continue flat iron in my room. So I'm in my room here, of course, as you can see. And I'm going to just finish up flat ironing my hair. And I'll get back to you when I'm finished. So that's how my hair looks. And I'm gonna just finish up the back of the top piece. And I'm gonna take out my hair, and that's how my hair looks when I'm finished flat ironing. I love the way how I cut it. I love the length. And yeah. I'm gonna go in with some scissors and just finish up shaping it how I want to. Make sure there aren't any blunt ends that I do not want. And then I'm gonna be going in with my 1 inch. Actually, I really think this is like 1.5 or 2 inch. But I'm gonna go in with my curling wand, and I'm gonna curl my hair away from my face. It just looks so much better when you curl it away from your face. And I'm gonna do this all over, just curling my hair away from my face. And when I get to the other side, it's gonna be flipped, of course, because like I said, I want it away from my face. And this is how one side looks. And I'm gonna finish up doing the other side, of course, curling away from my face like I just said. This is how the finished results look. Full of life, full of shine. Is just so much better than what I had before. So if you like my video, of course give a thumbs up, leave suggestions, comments, questions, and as you can see, this is the before and after picture. And thank you for watching. Bye.